What's happening? What's good with y'all? I just wanted to say I was a little angry for the first rant, and I want to come here and explain myself a little more. But before I begin, CJ, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up and listen to me before you say anything. I don't want to hear shit from you until I'm done. All right? Shut the fuck up. Don't say shit. Everybody else was listening while you were just spamming and bashing, right? You just spamming shit about. Let me see. Let me actually read this shit. Uh, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. He left the forums at least twice. He posted all these rant videos. Had a tournament where he had a copy. Why is Max still here? Um, he went out of his way, and he still tries to fire shots at me. He's just complaining about poor. Da, 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 da. All right. So now this is the more calm, rational version. But I'm gonna need people like CJ and CJ himself to shut the fuck up and let me talk. And then you can have your opinion. I'll gladly listen to your opinion. But right now, shut the hell up. All right? Okay. Now, regarding to what let me see. Regarding to what Strife said, I'm gonna put that up as well. Regarding to what Strife said, that was a very reasonable point you put up. Um, you said that my rant was fine until I started blaming people like FreeZero. Yes, I can admit that that was a little overboard because I should have been ambiguous to who it was, but I was just so enraged at the time that I just didn't feel the need to censor names. I'm sorry for that. Um, but what I said about him still stands because it's not just me in this. It's not as if I'm the only person sitting here going, well, Fear is a shit to you. I'm not saying Fear is shit as a person. No, not at all. Believe it or not, I actually like Fear's personality. The problem is, I don't like the way he runs tournaments. And it seems like a lot of people feel the same way. He's made countless mistakes as a TO. Now, what first started as a joke between me and a few friends turned into something that we didn't expect to get big. One of us, I can't say the name because he told me not to disclose his name, but one of us created a change.org to actually get him banned from being a TO. And the funny part is, the funniest part about it is that I didn't think it'd blow up. I didn't think so many people would sign it at one time. And it was meant to be a joke. We didn't think it was going to get as big as it did. Uh, what else? So yeah, me, Fear Zero. I don't hate Fear Zero as a person. I just don't like the way he runs tournaments. Now, Mewtwo, I also want to apologize for that because I was running off of a lot of wrong information. I was running off of not I wasn't running off of, I was running off less information than what I really had. When I heard from YouTube the true story of the whole situation, then I realized, yeah, what I said is kind of out of line. But my point still stands. We still need to region lock and not allow people outside of the US. There needs to be certain coordination. And then on top of that, there also has to be a speed limit. We come back to Fear Zero about how one of his situations involved somebody with 50 ping being allowed to play in a tournament and lagging the entire tournament up and holding up an entire bracket. It held up an entire bracket. And due to holding up this entire bracket, the tournament took a lot longer. And it was three stocks, in fact. It took up a lot more time. Excuse me. Let me sit down. I'm standing up at my mic because my mic is tall. Um, when the tournament went on and Fear let him in, it was a lot of controversy because everybody was like, why was this guy Why is it that this guy made it this far? He beat a bunch of people through his lag, and he finally went on to lose. But someone else named Blackweight or Blackwhite, however you say his name, he had around a worse connection than the person I ended up playing and losing to. He had a worse connection, and he managed to get around third, fourth, or fifth in the tournament with Luffy. In fact, such a low tier character managed to get fourth because of the speed of the game. Now, in regards to what Har said, also very reasonable points, and I also like that analogy you gave me, and I want to explain that analogy a little more. When I said, let's say when you said you throw the rock and I reply back with a boulder, the main reason why I do that is to show that I'm not one to take things from people, because there'll be someone who will throw something at you or say something to you, and you let it slide, you let it slide, you let it slide, you let it slide. Every time you just let it slide. So then they think they can keep doing it, or they can keep repeating it. Now, if you sit there and you go, hey, I'm stopping you with this. Here's, I don't want to say valuable evidence, but here's so and so evidence of you, whatever, putting you exposed on a high scale. Guess what? And everyone starts clowning you because of it, right? Not only is that person going to leave you alone and know not to mess with you again, other people getting on him for what you did will shut him up, maybe even indefinitely. It's a consequence thing. And let me see, what else is there? I want to address, I want to come back. I want to come back to CJ. CJ's throwing a lot of directed hate towards me. I can see it in his messages. I can feel his salt being directed towards me. And I can tell he frankly doesn't like it. Now, he's one of those people where back in 2015 when I first started, they were the general person that I just disliked. And I would deal with them in a way that was immature and stupid, I would say. I want to completely distance myself from him. So anything he says, you don't need to listen to him or believe any of the bullshit he says. He doesn't even know me. Most of the people who've been here know who I am, know me. He doesn't know me. I don't even know who this fucker is. And he's coming at me talking about my past as if he knows. He had the opportunity to be here and know what I've done through the past. People like M7, Kios, Incinerate, that Sanic fan, even older people in the community, like older people who don't even play anymore, Epic Steve, Artec, um, Aegis, those people know, Gossick, those people know. They know from the beginning because that's where I started. That's where I started. This dude, I have no idea where he came from. He could possibly be even older than some of the people I listed, but I have never seen this guy in my face, so I'm not understanding why he's coming at me. And I'm going to say this nicely once. Don't come for me. Stay over there. Stay in your lane, bro. Don't don't come for me. Stay. All right. Let me see what other points were made. Uh, there were a lot of good points that I saw that I wanted to address. Um. Oh yes, Stripe said I'm gonna put it up. Stripe said it was they've been trying to get rid of port priority for ages. Yes, I understand that they were trying to get rid of port priority. It's just something that I like to, elaborate on, like make sure that something is there, like uh don't forget type thing, And I'm not sitting there going, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget, like a press, It's like oh, hey guys, remember you got to get rid of port, da, 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 da. But that side of me that you saw in the first video was more of an angry, sick of it, fed up, frustrated me. It wasn't a reasonable, smart type, you know? And I think that's all I had to say. I mean, there really isn't anything else I would have to. I mean, I apologize to anyone who felt offended by the last video because that wasn't my intention. That was just me spreading anger. Um, Let me see. Yes, I know I'm overreacting. I know that I'm loud and but this is only because I'm not one to take shit from anybody. I'm not the type of person to sit and allow someone, even it could be anywhere, in real life, online, in public, in private, at a party, anywhere. I don't take shit from anybody, no matter where it is. So it makes me livid for no reason, in fact. It makes me livid when someone does this. When someone comes at me like that. All right. Don't want to say I'm done. Thank you for listening. Yada yada. I'm out. I'll answer any questions in the comments or in DMs. You know where I'm at. I'm usually at red, but I'll turn green um, if you wanna message me. All right.